Well, folks from Valley Venture Mentors were called to the White House recently to get some well-deserved recognition in conjunction with efforts to make sure that cash invested to start and grow businesses gets to as diverse a field of potential entrepreneurs as possible. Valley Venture's CEO Liz Roberts and Jay Leonard, co-manager at Springfield Venture Fund, came in to tell us more about this Diversify Access to Capital campaign.
We actually had the privilege of writing the pledge right here in Springfield, the Diversify Access to Capital pledge, and that was really in a response to a call to action of a group of 20 angel investors and early seed funders from around the country that in early October were called to the White House to kind of look at how can we change this? How can we get more funding to underrepresented entrepreneurs to make sure the best innovation is coming forward? And out of that meeting and a couple follow-ups came an inspiration from something called the Tech Inclusion Pledge. So like most great ideas, look at other success models and figure out ways to take the best pieces of them. And so right over at Tower Square, we wrote the Diversify Access to Capital Pledge with 3 easy steps, sort of how early seed funders could address this disparity in funding and who gets funded, and then led an initiative to get it signed by, at the time of in just a couple weeks, while there was a lot of other things going on in November, over 30 signers that are just under $1 billion in assets under management to make this commitment. And 3 of those early seed funders are right here in Western Mass. So of the 30, that's a pretty good percentage. And we're really proud of that.
It sure is. Jay, I know you want to comment, I'm sure, on what Liz said, but let me ask you as well. Let's explain that you're co-manager for Springfield Venture Fund, which is an initiative of Mass Mutual, which, as always, does so much for this area and this community, and you are supporting Valley Venture Mentors and more. Let's make that clear to folks.
So Valley Venture Mentors runs an accelerator in the spring, and they graduated 36 teams last year, and we were able to make investments in 5 of those companies this year, and 1 more company besides that, so about 6 companies and $850,000 we were able to put to work for companies that are headquartered right here in Springfield. So as of right now, it's 38 employees and represented more than $1.5 million in total investments. The way we work together is running programs, helping to mentor the teams, helping to recognize that not every team is built the same, and some teams need considerably more help than others, and helping them to find the resources that they need is really what our goal is all about.
What does it mean to organizations like yours, operations like yours, to have that kind of national recognition and pat on the back?
Obviously, it's hugely affirming, and also that we've got a great idea. We believe Springfield, Massachusetts, and Western Mass is going to be the next startup destination in this country. And we're doing it from when you get to build an ecosystem from scratch, was a little bit what we're doing in terms of startup culture and innovation culture. Even though it's all here, how do we bring it together? You get to build it in a way that is different than what exists already in Silicon Valley, Boston, and New York. And in fact, we've got to do it differently. We've got to do it the Western Mass way. And that's really about inclusion and meritocracy, and really focusing on all the entrepreneurs that are currently being left out of some of those other places, but really not just welcoming them, but wanting them.
And it doesn't hurt when you're looking to attract investors, mentors, angels, does it?
So one of our primary goals is to attract other capital. So by being a first money in fund, we're really laying the groundwork for other people to come in behind us. And that's exactly what's been happening. So of the investments we made, we were the first money in on all of them. And most of them have been able to raise further capital as well as find traction.
And folks take you very seriously when you have this kind of recognition. As you said, you may be the initial investor, that's right, but you got to have follow, and you're getting that. And
it won't be the last. I mean, as Liz was talking about, we believe that we are really changing the map here. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of activity. The Valley has lots of entrepreneurs in it, and the schools and the students here are an amazing resource for Springfield and for the region. So we're hoping to fuel them.
And as I understand it, too, there's a little guidance brought along as well. You don't just say to the person, here's your check for X amount of whatever to get started. stay in touch with us. We keep an eye. We work with you, correct?
Yep. Yes. We talk to them a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah. They need a lot of help, and they're here. They're local. They're reaching out. They're looking for help. They want to expand their network. We're out trying to meet experts and help them to connect with the people that can help them grow their businesses more. And it's been pretty exciting to watch the results.
Yeah, and I think an important distinction at Valley Venture Mentors, we are a nonprofit, which is unusual for accelerators, so a lot take percentage of their companies. We don't. We're all about empowering the entrepreneurs, whether they want to raise funding or not. It's in fact awesome to see them not have to give up a piece of their company, that they are able to bootstrap it on their own and get to the growth they want. Or we give non-dilutive award funding out, and we've had some of our top prize winners then not need to take equity funding or go to a bank and get that 6 months of runway to hit that milestone to be self-sufficient and really take off. So, but we want them to have access to equity funding should they need it, and that's really limited right now. So there's a lot of ways for them to win in our ecosystem we're building.
Well, congratulations on the recognition. Thanks for what you're doing. Thanks for coming in and spending some time with us.
Thank you.